On July 21, 2020, Alipay's parent company and group made a heavy official announcement of its plans to issue a simultaneous listing in Shanghai and Hong Kong. The IPO valuation, at least $200 billion, equivalent to more than 1.4 trillion yuan. The current A-share market value of the top three are Guizhou Maotai, ICBC, and Ping An of China, with a total market value of 2.06 trillion yuan, 1.76 trillion yuan, and 1.47 trillion yuan respectively. This means that once Ant Financial Services is listed, it can be among the top 3 A-shares. If it rises more than 50% on the first day of trading, Ant Group will directly impact the throne of Maotai as the king of market capitalization. The IPO will create nearly 60 billionaires with a total of 1 trillion RMB in shares, or 20 billion renminbi per person. There will also be about 7,000 multimillionaires, making it a grand-scale wealth creation campaign. So what kind of company is Ant Financial? Which will be able to create more than 7,000 millionaires at once, and is it really just a financial company? These questions let me use this video to tell you, it all needs to be said from the time Ali launched Taobao and beat eBay to the punch. As the early Alibaba docking is for enterprise business, and enterprises usually can get preferential policies and VIP services in banks, such as remittance, commercial bills and so on. At that time, Alibaba did not have much demand for payment tools. But when Taobao was born, that is, the business for individuals began to rise. But this aspect of the business is very difficult to get the preferential policies of the bank, basically cannot get VIP services. And because the amount is too small, but also very fragmented, banks are not bothered to do such business. At that time PayPal was flourishing in the international arena, very popular. Musk also just because of this platform to achieve financial freedom. As an e-commerce giant, Jack Ma is naturally very aware of the value and potential of this business. He set up the Alipay-related business at the end of 2003 and then officially launched the business in 2004. At that time, Alipay applied to the central bank for a payment license, but since the central bank stipulated that only fully domestic enterprises were entitled to apply for a payment license. Obviously, then, Alibaba did not meet this condition at that time, as its largest shareholder was SoftBank of Japan and its second largest shareholder was Yahoo. Obviously these shareholders are unlikely to agree to transform Alibaba into a fully domestic enterprise. But time is not on my side. The development of Alipay must rely on the payment license. Without this license, all the efforts are in vain. So Ma privately sold Alipay to a wholly owned subsidiary of Zhejiang Alibaba, jointly held by Ma himself and another Alibaba founder, with Ma holding 80% and Zi Shihuang holding 20%. Ma also thus took on the international reputation of treachery. In 2009, Alipay transferred 100% of its equity to Zhejiang Alibaba e-commerce company. Alipay went from being a wholly foreign-owned company to a fully domestic company, with no further involvement with Alibaba. Of course, the matter is not without cost. Within the Alibaba Group, Yahoo and SoftBank signed a formal agreement on the Alipay equity transfer. Under the terms, Alipay will pay Alibaba Group an annual intellectual property license fee and technical service fee of 49.9% of the year's pre-tax net profit and until Alipay is listed, and a return amount of 37.5% of the total market value when Alipay is listed, which will be no less than $2 billion but no more than $6 billion. Needless to say, they still underestimated the potential value of Alipay at that time. Based on the current IPO valuation of $200 billion, $6 billion is not a hefty figure. On October 5, 2014, after the integration and spin-off of Alibaba's financial business, Zhejiang Alibaba E-commerce Company Limited officially changed its name to Zhejiang and Small and Micro Financial Services Group Company. And Financial Services was established with 2 rounds of financing, a Series A round on July 3, 2015 and a Series B round on April 26, 2016. And Financial Services has business segments such as Alipay, Jacaibao, Yuibao, and Jubao, Online Business Bank, and Chant, Jima Credit, and Financial Cloud, and Anstack. The company has nearly 190 million Alipay users and is promoting cooperation with international payment institutions such as Apple Pay and PayPal, with future shopping areas, future transportation, and future hospitals as its 3 main directions. As early as 2014, and Financial O2O business has made good progress in 3 major scenarios in China: cabs, vending machines, and supermarkets and convenience stores. In January 2015, Ant Financial launched Sesame Credit, and in September 2015, Ant Financial announced the launch of its Internet Propeller program. The program will cooperate with financial institutions at the channel, technology, data, credit, and capital levels. It is planned to help thousands of financial institutions complete digital transformation and upgrade within 5 years, accelerating comprehensively to multiple domain segments of technology, cloud computing, and online payment. On December 6, 2018, due to the explosion of blockchain, the newly opened Blockchain Innovation Business Main Company and Double Chain Technology Shanghai Limited and Blockchain Technology Shanghai Limited of Hangzhou and Future Technology Company, a wholly owned subsidiary of Ant Financial Services, landed in Shanghai. On November 8, 2019, at the World Blockchain Conference Fusion Summit, Li Jieli, head of Ant Blockchain Buzz platform, announced that Ant Financial Services would open up the alliance chain in 3 months. In the same year, Alibaba Group formally acquired 33% of Ant Financial Services shares. After going round and round, Ant Financial Services returned to Ali's embrace. Although many of Ant Financial businesses are related to finance, it has actually been taking a technology-based route. As early as March 2017, Ant announced to the public that Ant Financial would only do tech in the future to support financial institutions to do well in together. This is a word that has not long been popular, FinTech, which means the combination of finance and technology. After more than a decade of outward expansion and accumulation of technology genes, Ant Financial has indeed gradually changed from an initial financial services company to a high-tech company. The market is boiling with the news of Ant Financial Services listing, and the A-share and financial services concept stocks are all up. It can be seen that the focus on the concept of Ant Financial Services related stocks has become one of the top priorities for stockholders. To this day, Ant Financial, a $1 trillion market cap behemoth, has basically realized the linkage between technology and finance. However, he is still trying to weaken the label of finance. On the eve of its IPO in 2020, Ant Financial Services officially changed its name to Ant Technology Group Company. This name change removes the regional character of Zhejiang and makes it appear more international. And on a historical level, it is more like re-emphasizing that it is a company positioned as technology-driven and expressing that it will continue to uphold the technology problem-solving gene and will continue to drive the process of digital upgrading in the future. Let's wait and see if it can really promote the digital upgrade of the financial sector and keep this original intention to finally fulfill its mission. Time will tell us the answer.